What's up, guys? My name is Aaron, and today I'm going to be reviewing War Dogs. This is a war crime comedy based on real events. It's about two arms dealers, David Palkhouse and Ephraim Deveroli. They get a government contract to, kind of give weapons to the United States troops in Afghanistan. And again, it's kind of based on real life, but they do kind of take liberties and stuff. The movie stars Jonah Hill and Miles Teller and is directed by Todd Phillips from the Hangover trilogy. I was really looking forward to this. I thought the premise was really interesting, seeing behind the scenes of like how the government gets the weapons and stuff like that. And Jonah Hill and Miles Teller in particular, those two are two of my favorite actors out right now. So seeing these two in a comedy together was pretty cool for me. I expected a pretty good movie. I thought the Hangover movies were okay. Well, I thought the first one was pretty good, but I thought the other ones were not as good. So I really didn't know what to expect from this. I did expect a good movie, but I didn't expect it to be this great. I thought this was a contender for one of the best movies of the year, in my opinion. The cinematography, I thought the movie was shot really beautifully, like gorgeous looking movie. It had a great use of color to kind of distinguish different countries and different locations and stuff, like Miami, Albania, Jordan, Iraq, things like that. I love the shot composition, like the wide shots to kind of show a lot of stuff in the images, and then the kind of overhead aerial drone shots. I loved how this movie looked. I thought it looked beautiful. But I thought the movie was really funny too. When I see comedies nowadays, I don't really expect to laugh. I feel like they're not really as funny and stuff, but I feel like this movie was really funny. It wasn't like amazingly funny because it has to do with kind of like a serious subject matter, but I do feel like this movie was pretty funny. Miles Teller and Jonah Hill, they really have a good chemistry together. It's really natural, so whenever these two kind of work off of each other, they work off really well. Miles Teller is more of the straight man, and Jonah Hill is more of the zany, kind of crazy dude, and they really work together really well. They definitely carried the movie for me, comedy-wise. There was some funny people, kind of side characters in the movie, but I felt like they definitely carried the brunt of the funniness in the movie. I didn't think it was the funniest movie of all time. I don't think that's Step Brothers, but I did think it was pretty funny, and I do think it's good that a comedy that comes out now makes me laugh consistently and stuff. The lead acting in the movie was really strong. I thought the two leads were really great. Miles Teller played David Palkhouse, the kind of normal one in the group. He used to be a massage therapist. That was his job before, and he's trying to care for his pregnant girlfriend and stuff. When he gets kind of talked to helping Ephraim kind of help him and stuff like that, he kind of goes along with it, even though some of the things they're doing is kind of crazy and stuff. But as the movie goes on, you can see him kind of be more conflicted with his emotions with trying to help him and stuff. And you see him really struggle with trying to do the right thing and wanting to make money and stuff. And Miles Teller does a really good job kind of portraying that emotion and stuff like that. I feel like it was a really strong performance. Maybe not the showiest performance, but I felt like he did a really good job showing those two sides that were kind of in conflict with each other. He was definitely like the moral compass or the audience surrogate. Jonah Hill as Ephraim Deveroli, I felt like he was definitely the flashier of the two. He was David's middle school best friend that became an arms dealer. You can tell at the beginning that there's kind of signs that he's maybe unstable, but he's kind of in the realm of normalcy. But as the movie goes on, he gets darker and just more depraved, and Jonah Hill really eats into this role. Like, he really becomes like a different person. Like, I didn't even see him. Like, it kind of reminded me of a crazier version of Jonah's character from The Wolf of Wall Street. I feel like this dude was even crazier. I felt like if, Jared Leto doesn't want to be Joker or something like that, just base, Joker off of this performance and have Jonah Hill play Joker or something like that. I feel like this is definitely one of Jonah Hill's stronger performances. Bradley Cooper was fine as, I guess, the villain, but he was barely in the movie. You don't really get to see a lot of him. It was spectacular acting from the two leads. I felt like they were great together. I felt the movie also had a strong story and writing. I didn't know a lot about this whole situation, but I did learn a lot from this movie. Pretty much any random person on the street can sell weapons to the United States government, and I feel like that's kind of crazy that actually happened in time. The looseness and the cavalier, attitude of the U.S. government was kind of crazy, and it was really interesting seeing this all transpire, and it just happened I would say within the last 10 years. So that's kind of crazy that this whole situation actually happened. Again, I didn't really know a lot about the situation, but the movie did a good job explaining it to me in a way that didn't feel forced or anything like that. There was some narration, but I feel like it was necessary in a movie like this to kind of show you the ins and outs of this process and stuff like that, and they did a good job not going too overboard with that. But overall, I thought this movie was fantastic. I felt like it had really beautiful cinematography, like the shots and the color composition and stuff like that. I thought it was pretty funny. I didn't think it was the funniest movie, but I feel like it was pretty funny, and I don't expect comedies to kind of consistently make me laugh, and this movie did. I felt like the acting from the two leads, Miles Teller and Jonah Hill, were spectacular. I thought they were really great. I felt like it had an engaging story and writing. I felt like it was riveting, and it was really interesting to watch this story kind of transpire and kind of play out. I thought this was an amazing movie. I would give it an A. This was definitely, to me, Todd Phillips' best movie that he's ever made. I feel like this movie was really great. I really didn't have any problem with the movie at all. So what did you guys think? Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? Let me know in the comments what you thought, and thanks for watching. Thanks, guys. Bye.